Are you ready to kickstart your day with a burst of energy and focus? Well, grab your coffee and roll out your mat because today we're diving into a 10-minute morning Pilates flow. That's not just about moving your body. It's about awakening your mind and setting a ridiculously productive tone for the rest of your day. So let's stretch, breathe, and flow our way into a morning that's just as fabulous as you are.
Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is take a deep breath, arms overhead, and swan dive down to your mat, or in my case, the sand. Come up halfway, inhale, and exhale. Try to get a little bit lower with every exhale. Inhale up, halfway, exhale, getting a little bit lower. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, coming down nice and slow. Go at whatever pace you want here, just making sure that you're taking deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Walking out onto your mat, into a plank, and walking your hands back for 4. Walking hands forward for 4. Keep breathing, and walking back for 4. Keep going at this pace, or whatever pace you choose. Feeling that hamstring stretch at the top. Coming down into your plank, taking one leg forward, reaching up to the sky, coming back down, bringing that leg back, repeating on the other side, making sure that you get a nice spinal twist there at the top. Trying to bring that foot as close to your hand as possible to feel a nice deep stretch in your hip. Switching the legs back and forth at your own pace, maybe even closing your eyes. Lifting into a downward dog, nice flat back, chest pressing towards the toes. Walking the heels, alternating between legs. Sticking your tailbone up to the sky, a nice flat back. Lifting one foot forward, back to that hand, into a hip flexor stretch, so dropping those hips down, knee all the way down to the floor, lifting your chest high. You can come up to your knee here if you feel comfortable. Arms overhead, it's going to add a little bit more pressure to that hip flexor. Arching your back slightly, leaning back. Keep pressing that hip forward, making sure that we're not on our knee. Rocking forward just a little bit to protect that kneecap, and bringing the arms down. One hand on each side of the foot. Lifting into a warrior pose, and reaching up to the sky, straighten that front leg, and reaching forward into floating warrior. Reaching back up to the sky, straight legs, and pushing that knee out to the side, getting that nice hip stretch, creating a rainbow effect with that top arm, feeling your lat muscles on the side of your back. Inhale when you come up, exhale as you come down. Coming all the way down to the floor, getting that nice spinal twist. This is going to help open your hip and your back. Twisting that chest all the way to the side as much as you can. Hold right there at the top. Really sink into this stretch. Bring that arm down, knee down. And if you're feeling comfortable, coming onto the elbows or the forearms. This is called our lizard stretch. This is a little advanced, so of course stay on the hands if you need. Really feeling that stretch down into your hip flexor and into the side of your hip and that front leg. Deep breaths here. Every time you exhale, try to get a little bit deeper into those muscles. Coming back up onto your hands, lifting that leg back and back into downward dog. Trying to flatten that back even more. Into dancing dog, so dropping those hips, lifting your chest, exhaling with your abs lift back up, tailbone to the sky. onto the toes, back into that cobra position for our dancing dog, and lifting back into downward dog. Bringing the other leg forward. Dropping that knee. And lifting up for that hip flexor stretch. Slight bend in that back. Go a little bit further if you can, pushing the hips forward and down, taking the weight off of that knee, making sure that our front knee isn't going past our toes. Breathe here. Release the hands down to the mat. Good. Hold here for a second. Let's take a deep breath. Inhale. Hold at the top. And exhale. Lifting that back knee and into our warrior pose, floating warrior, straightening out that front leg and bending, reaching overhead. Chest is completely to the side, trying to get a little bit lower into that stretch every single time we come forward. Feeling the nice lat stretch as you come over and create that rainbow. Going at your own pace. Inhale when you come up, exhale as you come into that lunge. And bringing the hands down to the floor. Drop that back knee. Working your foot out to the side, just slightly, and opening that chest. Twisting that spine, get as big of a rotation as you can. This is a really good hip opener right here. Hold right there at the top. Take a deep breath through your nose, feeling your stomach expand fully. And when you're ready, exhale with a long audible sigh, dropping that arm back down to the floor. Scooting that foot out to the side and coming down into our lizard stretch. Again, this is very advanced. This gets really deep into the muscles in your hips. Trying to flatten that back as much as you can. Again, staying on those hands if you need a modification. I know it's difficult, but try to relax your muscles in this position. The more you relax, the deeper the stretch you'll get. Really breathe into that stretch. Trying to get those hips a little bit lower with every exhale. Coming back onto the hands. Lifting the back leg and downward dog. Pressing the chest towards the feet. Dancing dog, dropping those hips, lifting the chest. Look up towards the sky, lift back up, hips up. Inhale, exhale down for that downward dog. And lift back up using your abs. Last one, bringing your thighs all the way down to your mat. Dropping those feet down into that cobra. And proud chest, looking side to side. Lift back to center, looking to the other side. And back to center. Keep going at your own pace. Lifting the hips up into a child's pose. I want you to really just focus on your breathing without trying to judge it or change it. Just become aware of it. Anytime another thought emerges, bring your awareness back to your breath. So often we don't let ourselves breathe fully and deeply. In this moment, give yourself permission. If you find yourself holding in your stomach muscles, let them out. Let them relax. We cannot fill our lungs if we are constantly holding our stomach muscles in. On every inhale, let them release. When you're ready, take a deep inhale through your nose. Hold your breath at the top. And exhale with a long, audible sigh. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Let's come back up into a nice hamstring stretch. So coming onto the toes, lifting the hips up, walking the hands back, flat back, straight legs, get as low as you can. Really pushing those hamstrings here, maybe even grabbing behind your legs if you're feeling extra flexible. Feet together. Now allowing your back to round, giving your legs a nice hug if you can. Slowly rolling up, leaving the head, neck, and shoulders for last, vertebrae by vertebrae. Lifting the arms overhead, inhale. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. One more time. Inhale, lift. Bringing the palms together. Exhale, releasing through center.
Good morning, darlings. I like it. You don't like it?
I do like it. Do whatever you
I
want.
could just talk in a British accent this entire time.
I hope someone British watches this and be like, this.
This wanker. Are you ready to start your day with your day? Sorry, the devil was coming out of me for a second. To a morning that is as fabulous as you are. It's so cute. As fabulous as you are. Should I talk like this the whole time? Good morning, yogis.
Are you manifesting abundance?
I'm manifesting abundance.